Hello my friends, in today's episode on Grainificent, I will be showing you how to develop your color film in the CS41 process in the Cinestill Cs-41 Color Simplified 2-bath process. Of course, I will be adding a third bath, that is a Kodak Professional Photoflow 200. It's just used to get rid of any stains that water can leave on your film. So the final bath in this is always good, and it's a 1+200 dilution. So if I'll be using 1 liter of fluid, I will only need 5 milliliters of this to get the final bath. So let me show you closer here what's going on. So over here we got our little bath. We have our color developer and fixer, and right there we got our Cinestill Cs-41 temperature control unit. As you see here, we got 35.2 degrees Celsius set, and we have some counters on there so we could measure our development time as well, but I don't use those timers. I'm not used to them yet, but I guess I should start sometime. And so this is the bath we'll be doing our process in. More about this in another video. So I got 3 rolls of film loaded in here. This tank can carry up to 5 rolls of film, but I don't have that much color developer to do 5 rolls at a single time, because this tank would need about 1.7 liters of fluid for 5 rolls at a single time. So I only got 1 liter of color developer. You can see in the video link down below how you mix the CS41 color developer. And so I will be doing 3 rolls at a single time, because 3 rolls require an even 1 liter of fluid. Yep, that's right. So I got in here a Fujifilm Superia and 2 Kodak Gold 200. So that's that. And as you see, we are having 35.2 degrees Celsius set on the temperature control unit. So according to the CS41 Cinestill instructions, for 35 degrees Celsius, that is 95 degrees Fahrenheit, we will need about 5.75 minutes of developing time in our color developer. That's with continuous agitation, so that is first 10 seconds and then for 4 inversions every 30 seconds. So that's how we will be doing it. Enjoy the video. And of course, when you're measuring the temperature, of course the water temperature is controlled by the unit, but if you want to know the temperature of your chemicals and you want to use a single thermometer, you should always measure the color developer first, wash it off completely, and then measure the bleach and fix second. Because if you do it the other way around and you get some contamination of the bleach and fix into your color developer, that will destroy it. So be mindful of that. First the color developer, then the bleach and fix, measuring temperatures, of course with washing in between. So the process of developing film is, of course, we could do an optional pre-soak. We will be doing the 575 minutes, almost 6 minutes in the developer. After that we will be doing 8 minutes in the bleach and fix. The bleach and fix does not have to have an exact temperature. Saying that, you don't even have to measure the bleach and fix's temperature, because the bleach and fix temperature can vary by a lot, 24 degrees Celsius up to 40. So if you're keeping it in the bath, it's not going to be hotter than the color developer. And if you kept it at room temperature, after some time in the bath, it will be over the 24 degrees Celsius. So you don't even have to ever measure the temperature of your bleach and fix. So the second step is the 8 minutes in the bleach and fix. Then we got, it says here, a 3-minute wash, running water or fill an empty tank 7 times. And then we get the final process with the Kodak Photoflow, but that doesn't require any time. It's just a little soak in the Photoflow in water with the Photoflow solution, but that's just room temperature, so you don't have to worry about any temperature there. So, and then we hang the film to dry it. And we have these Patterson clips to hang the film. They come in sets of 2 because one is gray, one is black. The gray one is lighter, it goes on the top to clip the film, and the black one is heavier, it goes on the bottom to add weight to the film. Let's get our timer ready. So let's first calculate how much is 3/4 of a minute. Well, that's 45 seconds actually. Yes, don't have to do much calculations there. So 5 minutes 45 seconds. Let's try this. 5 minutes 45 seconds. So we got the timer set on the TCS-1000 Cinestill. Let's start pouring out chemicals. We're gonna pop this open, put it over here, get our color developer bath out, pour it all into here, and we should have had started the timer by now, but oh well. We'll finish it up a few seconds before time. There we go, we got a liter of fluid in there. Let's start the timer. There we go. Invert it for 10 seconds. Okay, a little tap. Put it in water. Get our hands dry. And now we're waiting for 30 seconds. And that was every 30 seconds, 4 inversions. 4 inversions every 30 seconds. Alright. So I guess that was 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back into the tank. And now waiting again for 30 seconds. And continuing this cycle until our timer runs out. So see you in a moment. Now we're getting near the end of our color developing process. I like to keep a beaker handy because from my specific tank it is very hard to fill it back into this container without spilling it, and color chemicals are valuable, right? So I first pour it into here because it has a bigger opening, and then I can pour it into the container. We won't be needing it for now anymore until the next bath. So one final rotation and we can basically pour it out now. And there's our timer. And now we pour in our bleach and fix. There is no wash in between. You just go straight for the bleach and fix. Now the timer on the TCS-1000 is already set to 8 minutes. After we did the color inversions, it automatically started counting down the bleach and fix timer. So now we do a few inversions. My tank is leaking for some unknown to me reason. Let's put it back in the bath. And while that's counting down 30 seconds, let's wash our hands. Pour our color developer back into its container. Now the bleach and fix does not have to be perfectly every 30 seconds, but try to keep it approximately every 30 seconds. And if it's leaking like my tank is, you don't have to do full inversions, just do a few more of these light inversions, because I do not know why this tank is leaking so much. It never leaked. My tub is all red like I would do something here. And so the countdown stopped. Let's now pour the bleacher into a beaker first, and then we'll wash the film. It can be room temperature water. You could do a little warmer, but it doesn't matter too much. fill up the tank 5 inversions and empty it, fill it up again, and now fill it up one last time, and the water should be coming out by this point completely clear. And emptying it one last time, and the water is completely clear, so we know we got it all washed up. By this point you can open your tank, and we got our film developed. I see some frames on it, but we will fill this container with water once again. And we will add our Photoflow solution. 5 milliliters of it. Or sometimes I don't feel like measuring it exactly. This syringe probably has a 4 milliliter or something like that capacity. I don't know. 3, 4, or probably exactly 5. Put it in there. Move it around a little bit. Let it soak in there for a moment. By that time, we will get this bleach and fix into its container. Our film has been soaking here for a moment now. We don't need to soak it for too long. I guess it's good as it is now. So let's get our rolls out and see what we got. So our spool numero uno. Let's get the 2-finger method here. Don't touch anything. Oh, I was running out of hands there. Looks like the very last frame we cut off a bit, but oh well, that happens. The very last frame is usually to waste anyway. So black clip there. Yeah, the very last frame is double anyway. And we do have beautiful photos here. I don't know, you probably won't see them much, but I will do a little slideshow at the end with some of the photos. If you want to see them, then you could wait up a bit. And we got our first roll of color film developed. This roll is, let's see the name, which one did we fish out first here? I guess this will be the Fujifilm, because Kodak will usually have written Kodak all over it. Yes, this is the Fujifilm 400 ISO film, and we have it developed beautifully. So let's hang this here. It's going to be a little in the way for our next baths, but I won't be recording my next baths, so I'll have some more room here. Let's see the next roll. Oh, okay. I was starting to get scared there for a moment because all this came out blank. But I already know the reason for this. It's from one of my old film cameras that it was taking pictures and taking pictures and taking pictures, and I finally decided to give it a rest and took out the roll because I suspected it's not winding the film. And I suspected right. There's frames overlaid all over the place. So this entire roll is made of multiple exposure shots. So I don't think I will have any frames here to recover, because maybe a few partial frames I could recover, yes, but not much. That's how it's like with film. You don't always get what you want. And our final film is the Kodak Gold. And that Kodak Gold came out beautifully as well. So can't wait to scan this. If you want to know how I scan film, you're invited to look in the description down below. There will be a link to a video like that as well. I used to use the digital camera method, then I went in for a film scanner, and now I think I will be returning back to the digital camera method. I will be doing a video comparing them two methods, pros and cons of each. So when I do make that video, it will be also linked down in the description below. So thank you for watching, my friends. This is how you develop color film. We got it all dirty here like we would be butchering something, but I will develop more rolls of mine. This is how you can develop your rolls. You don't have to have the temperature control unit because the water temperature drops very slowly. So if you pour in 2 degrees more Celsius during the development time, it should remain a tiny bit above that. So I used to do it like that as well, but now I got the temperature control unit, so that helps out a lot as well. So thank you for watching, my friends. If you like this video, click the like button. It shows the YouTube algorithm my videos are worthy of showing to others. And subscribe down below and hit the bell button. It shows me I make helpful and interesting videos. So thank you for watching, my friends. Take care and see you in the next video.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb.